morning, class. Today we will be talking about sleep and the importance of sleep. Sleep is a big part of life. Humans spend on average 1/3 of their life sleeping. It is really important to realize that sleep is essential for the human body to function. Lack of sleep is a big issue today, especially amongst teenagers like you guys. Young adults seem to struggle with scheduling their busy days and getting the amount of sleep they need. About 60% of college students claim that they have issues with sleep. Sleep is not only important for the body, but it's also important for the mind. The less sleep a person gets, the more likely they are to have mental health issues. Depression is a serious disorder that comes in many different shades of severity and needs to be taken seriously. Over 300 million people are diagnosed with depression. Depression, anxiety, and stress are all different types of mental health disorders but can easily occur together. The problem today is that mental health issues are increasing and that can easily be connected with poor sleep. Everyone should be willing to sacrifice 8 hours or 24 hours that are in a day sleeping in order to increase mental health and live a healthy lifestyle. The first reason why getting the right amount of sleep is so important is that the body simply doesn't function as well without it. Here we have a picture of some difficult movements, and I'm sure that a person who sleeps more would be more capable of doing these kinds of movements. Routinely sleeping less than 6 or 7 hours a night demolishes your immune system and more than doubles your risk of cancer. Not sleeping enough also increases the likelihood of coronary arteries blocking and increases the risk of getting cardiovascular disease, stroke, and congestive heart failures. When thinking about these things, it is easy to see that the shorter you sleep, the shorter you live. Finding the exact reason why a person develops deadly diseases is impossible, but there can be many factors that increase the risk of developing such diseases, and poor sleep for a long period of time is definitely one factor that can cause such thing. The second reason why getting the right amount of sleep is so important is because lack of sleep affects mental health. Sleep problems are among the most frequent complaints in individuals with a mental disorder. Being a university student is stressful. I know, I was once a university student and I know that it is stressful. And it's very time consuming. Mental health problems are common amongst university students and a high percentage of them suffer with those kind of disorders. It has been estimated that between 16% and 23% of young adults have symptoms of poor sleep quality. Poor sleep quality is more common in students that have a higher score of depression and anxiety. This shows that there's a relationship between poor sleep and mental health problems, which should be another reason to think wisely about getting those 8 hours of sleep every night. And I know you guys think 8 hours, that's a lot, I know. But these things are so important that we have to think about it. We have to be willing to sacrifice 8 hours of those 24 hours that we get. We just have to organize our time. And the third and final reason why sleep is so important is that poor sleep can be one of many things that cause obesity. Obesity is a huge problem in the society today, and way too many people struggle with that. In 2009 and 2010, more than 35% of men and women in the USA were obese. There is a pattern that those who sleep less tend to weigh more. It is very common to feel more hunger when tired. We all know that when we're tired, we're hungry. This means that the appetite and cravings follow with tiredness, which can cause weight gain. That should be the third reason to make sure to get those 8 hours of sleep every night. And here we have a picture of a man that weighs too much, and then another man who looks very fit. And I have a question for you guys. Which one do you think live a healthy lifestyle and get more sleep every night? Yes, I think so too. I definitely think that is the man who looks fit. Although sleep is essential essential and will improve everyone's life, people still think that they don't have the time for sleeping. Some might even say that it's overrated, and some might even say that they've been getting 6 hours sleep for their whole life and they're fine. But getting 8, getting 2 more will definitely help you in everything, in sports, in school, just in life. And poor sleep is harmful for college students and will result in worse grades and less motivation to do the work that needs to be done for the college level. While it is true that spending at least 8 hours sleeping can be time consuming, like I've said, I know that. But organizing the time in order to get those 8 hours will benefit everyone. There are some very easy ways to increase sleep. For example, to make it a habit to not use electronic devices 30 minutes before bed. Meditation has been proven to be good to do before going to bed, and also not eating shortly before bed is good. These are some easy things to have in mind when wanting to get better sleep. If we keep doing like we are doing today, mental health and depression will increase, and serious diseases and disorders will follow with that. This topic has been in the discussion for a few years now, and I think people are starting to realize that sleep is serious. Each and every one has to look at themselves and decide what they want to do. Do you want to live a healthy lifestyle and reduce the risk of getting dangerous diseases and risk your own mental health to stay up late and do things that you consider more important? Or do you want to sleep?